Hello everyone, I'm LeeLee. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a massive grocery haul that my husband just brought back. Normally I make the grocery list, and lately he's been going out and getting them all. So I'm also going to show you a really big food prep that I'm going to do to prepare for some of our meals for later on this week. So if you enjoy content like this, please consider subscribing, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Alright, I'm going to start with the cold items so I can get them back into the refrigerator. I am starting with items from Natural Grocers. Alright, we have bratwurst, and this is a really nice no antibiotic gluten-free brand. The brand is Niman Ranch, and they have really good brats. Moolies, as you know, my favorite brand, and these are meatballs that my husband picked up because my son loves meatballs. Natural Grocers brand hickory smoked bacon. And two, the cherry wood aged balsamic from Napa Valley. I got one for my sister. Alright, now on to the items from Sprouts. We've got some baby spinach, organic spring mix salad. Some hickory smoked honey turkey breast for sandwiches for my husband. Hummus, this brand, the Sprouts brand of hummus is really yummy. Peterson Farm, they make very good tasting sugar-free bacon. It is sweetened with honey and it tastes amazing. You can't even taste the difference. And they are also a no antibiotic, hormone-free meat producer. Sprouts brand organic cage-free eggs. Once you start eating organic eggs, you just can't go back. They just taste so much better. Some extra virgin olive oil, squash, tofu, sugar snap peas for stir fry, a stir fry vegetable kit. We've got some frozen veggies, some organic peas and carrots, and we've got a nice blend here from Cascadian Farm of farro, broccoli, carrots, and chickpeas. It's very nice to steam that up and add it to a salad. And of course we got Conrad's favorite gluten-free waffles. I personally really love the blueberry. It tastes so good. And both of these are sweetened with apple juice. We've got the A2 brand milk, which we use for my husband, and the Good Karma flax milk for my son. Alright, and now with our items from Walmart. Walmart has a very good selection of organic produce. So I'm going to start with the vegetables. We have organic sweet red and yellow bell pepper. We've got some avocados that are ripe, ready for me to use. Got organic green bell peppers. 2 packets of organic cucumbers, as well as the zucchini. And the baby carrots, as well as their grape tomatoes. These are organic as well. And we've got some lemons and some Gala apples. Sweet potatoes. They don't always have organic sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes, I don't think they're a part of the Dirty Dozen, so it's okay to eat them without being organic too. Mission gluten-free tortillas. Make some quesadillas for Conrad. We've got Canyon Bakehouse. They make gluten-free bread. We've got a country white bread, bagels, which my husband picked up for the first time. They didn't have those last time. And the Walmart brand Sam's Choice has a very nice gluten-free classic white bread if you want it to have that soft, yeasty taste. This is really good. So this is the one my son prefers, and then my husband uses a whole loaf for his lunch throughout the week. Got 2 packets of Banza pasta. This is chickpea pasta. So this is a grain-free pasta, and I think this brand tastes really good. Got 2 of those. Got some gluten-free crackers for my husband's snacks. They're peanut butter, made by Lance. And some Honey Nut Cheerios for my husband. And in the personal items area, I needed some new razors, so I got those. I am old school. I don't know how many people still use Noxzema, but I do. So I got that. And we've got some more baby wash. And I saved one of the best things for last. This is my favorite honey. It is local. It is from McKinney, Texas, and it is called Round Rock honey. We discovered this honey at the Bluebonnet Festival about 6 years ago, and we've been on it ever since. They also sell this at Walmart in smaller bottles, but those are about $9 a bottle, and this is so much more cost effective for us since I use so much honey when I bake and when I'm just making different things. So this is really, really nice. I love it. This is a 12-pound jug. So I've already used some of it to refill my honey pot, and then I'm gonna put the rest of it in jars and close them up and get rid of the plastic jug. I forgot to include these cranberries. They are from Natural Grocers. This is my favorite brand of cranberries, frozen. The farm is Stallbush Island Farms, and I am going to make cranberry juice out of these. That time for me to get benefits from this, if you're female, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you know me, if you're a friend of mine, I've probably made cranberry juice for you before. It's just so good for you. It's a diuretic. It helps with cramps, bloating, muscle pain. And when you drink it warm, just makes you feel so good. So I'm going to make some of that tonight too, and I'm going to show you how. All right, so now I'm going to get some of the food prepped and stored properly. All right, so first I am going to separate out the baby carrots for my husband's lunches. We have these really neat glass divided containers that we use for storing food, and they're perfect for storing my husband's lunches. So I'm just going to separate out the carrots. And once I've done that, I'm just going to add a big dollop of hummus on the other side so that he can dip the carrots for lunch. And he's going to come back in and make his sandwiches the way he likes them and put them on the other side of the container. And once I'm done with that, I'm just going to stick them in the refrigerator for now. So now I'm going to take the other half of the bag of carrots that I didn't use, and I'm going to steam those for my son to use for his lunches. I'm going to steam them in this rice cooker that one of my students' mom got for me. And I love this thing. I use it all the time for cooking rice and for steaming vegetables. So I'm just going to steam the carrots in there for about 16 minutes. And then I'm going to take those out and separate them into containers for Conrad so that I can easily take them out and use them and add them to his lunch or to his dinners. So now I'm going to peel and slice the cucumbers. I like to use the cucumbers in my salad, and sometimes I give them to my son whenever he's willing to eat them. I'm just going to peel and slice all 4 of them, and I'm going to put one of them aside to make a puree for Conrad. The rest of them, I'm going to put them aside into a container and stick them in the refrigerator until I'm ready to use them. Alright, so now it's time to prepare the zucchini. I just give that a few slices, and then I'm going to set one of them aside for a puree that I'm going to make for my son, and the other I will use with the squash and roast them both together. So now I'm going to take part of my zucchini and an avocado and some spinach and some pears, and I'm going to make kind of a green puree for Conrad. He has not been eating his vegetables very well, so I used to make baby food for him when he was younger because it was just cheaper sometimes. And so this will kind of taste like his pouch that he likes to suck on. It just kind of tastes like a green puree, and it tastes really good. So I'm going to show you how I do that. So I'm going to take my remaining cucumber and my zucchini. So that's 1 cucumber and 1 zucchini and 1 whole avocado, and put it into the blender, along with a large pinch of spinach and a whole can of pears, organic, 1 cup of applesauce. So this is what I'm using here is an applesauce container, which is about 1 cup, and some filtered water. And the filtered water you can adjust how you would like. If you know your kid would like it thicker, you can use less water. And then I blend it. I start off with the chop setting, and then I work my way up to pulverize it on high, just so that comes out nice and smooth and they won't taste the grains of the zucchini or the spinach. And as you can see here, it comes out at the exact consistency that it would if your child was sucking this through a pouch. If you happen to have reusable pouches, you can fill it up with that. Now, if my son does not eat this, then I'm going to turn it into popsicles, which I have done before. But for now, I'm going to store it in these take-along containers. These I purchased from Walmart. And after I pour each one and fill it to the brim, I'm going to squeeze a little bit of lemon at the top, and that will help preserve the avocado and keep it green. Alright, so now I'm going to chop up some squash and my leftover zucchini, and I'm going to put them both into a baking dish. I'm going to roast these at 425 degrees, sprinkle some generous amount of olive oil over them all, take some salt and pepper, as well as some balsamic vinaigrette. This is not the cherry wood, this is the regular balsamic. And I'm going to roast those for about 25 minutes. And I'm going to make sure that I stir it in between. In the meantime, my carrots have been waiting for me. So since they are ready, I'm going to take those out and pack those into containers. I'm going to let them sit in the container and cool before I put the lid on them. But once they cool, I'm going to put the lids on and stick them in the refrigerator. I use these for Conrad. I also use them for myself because I like putting cooked carrots on a salad or just having cooked carrots as a side dish for another meal. So this is a little random, but I saw on Food Network that if you store your potatoes with an apple, they will last longer. So I have been putting that to the test, and I have found that it works. So now whenever I put my potatoes away, I put an apple in there with them. And it takes longer for my potatoes to start sprouting plants because sometimes I don't always cook all of them, and I end up buying a whole lot that I don't use right away. So I'm going to go ahead and get all my peppers sliced up so that I can use them in a stir fry later. And I can also use them to fry up and eat with the brats that my husband purchased. And I'm just going to do that really quickly and stick them in the refrigerator in a container. And in the meantime, I'm going to take a moment to put all of the fruit away and in their proper spot. I really love this fruit basket. It was very important to find one that can hold all the fruit that we like to eat. So I've linked it down below. It's purchased on Amazon. You'll know that your squash is ready when it's nice and brown, and you should be able to easily stick a fork through the vegetables. I love cooking it at this temp around this time because when you put it in your mouth and you bite into it, the juices kind of burst in your mouth because it's not mushy or drained of juice. Alright, so lastly is making the cranberry juice. I'm pouring in 4 cups of filtered water, and I'm putting in 1 bag of frozen cranberries. This is a 10-ounce bag, which is about 1.3 cups, so a little over a cup of cranberries, and you can use frozen or fresh. And you'll see them just floating at the top of the water. You put on your heat a little high to get it boiling, and as soon as it starts to boil, you reduce the heat. I reduce it to about a number 2, and then I let it simmer for about 20 minutes. And right at that 20-minute mark is when I start to sweeten it with honey. And I leave the cranberries in there while I'm sweetening it with honey. And it depends on how you like your cranberry juice. I like mine a little bit between tart and sweet. Some people like theirs really tart. So it's really up to you at that point. I add about a cup of honey to mine. Once you're done getting it to the sweetness that you like, you can sit the pot down and let it cool, or you can go ahead and strain the cranberries and put it into your containers, let it cool, and then refrigerate it. But it also tastes really yummy warm, and I do like to drink it warm sometimes, especially if I'm in a Christmas holiday mood. The taste will come out so yummy and satisfying. You will be very happy. And now I'm just going to get rid of the excess honey from this jar and fill up the honey pot and put it in some extra glass jars so that I could store it easily and use it for later. Alright, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click the like button and subscribe and hit the bell so you won't miss any videos. Thank you. Bye now.